This is TWiT.
So we had a caller on the radio show this weekend she said, I want to keep track of my husband. Oh, I like that shot. You got almost the whole weekend now. I want to keep track of my husband. I said, does he know you want to keep track of him?
Oh.
She said, yes. I said, this reminds me of that Harry Potter clock, right? That the Weasleys had. And as Dad Weasley came home, the hand went from work to home. Mm-hmm. And the clock had everybody in the family, and there were a lot of them, because the Weasleys, on the clock. And I thought, well, this would be a great thing. So I have two ways to do this. The chat room told me, oh, you got to get Life 360. And I haven't tried this, but you've talked about this on the show.
Yeah. I've tried it back in the day when I didn't track my children. Now I do track my children, so I should try it again.
I'll enter my phone number.
Anthony uses it with his wife. And
yeah. You have to get the permission of people that you're tracking, and that seems appropriate. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just create a password here. So I haven't signed up for it yet, but I have now. Oh, I need my email address too. All right.
So the difference between that and Find My Friends is that it will actually alert you when someone comes home.
Right. And this one isn't exactly free. Now it wants me to add a photo. I guess I should take a photo of me as a leak.
Absolutely.
That would really, really be perfect for this.
It's like, dear Lisa, I'm losing it. Please track me.
Yeah. I don't know. Where am I? Who am I? All right. Your profile next. I did that. Oh, name, Leo, next. Okay. This is, as you can see, an iPhone app, but it works fine on the iPad. Actually does not work fine on the iPad. I should take that back. Only if you have an iPad with cellular, because GPS comes with cellular. Life 360 needs location and motion activity. Okay, yeah, I understand. I'm going to always allow. Whoops, I didn't allow. No, I would like to allow. Oh, did I screw it up? Did I screw up? And then you get the code from somebody sending it, or you can create a new circle. So I'm going to welcome to my map. I'm going to invite new members to my map. This is my circle. And then so you see, and this is good. It's opt-in, and it should be opt-in. So that is Life 360. It isn't free, but the features I showed you are mostly free. There is one that's free that comes. There you go, completely from Google. This one, the Life 360 is really cuter and more fully featured. The Google one, as you might expect, is really more of a utility. It's called Trusted Contacts. It's now on iPhone as well as Android. So it came out as an Android device. And you can see Lisa and I are following. And we actually turned this on because we're going to Europe. I thought this would be actually very handy in case we're walking around or something and we lose track of each other. But you can add, I'm going to try and add Abby as well and other people to it. You can show my screen. You see, again, somebody has to say, yes, I want you to add them back. But I can now see, I could send her a location alert. Now, this is interesting. I can ask for her location, and she's set a time. The default is 5 minutes. If she doesn't respond within 5 minutes, it'll still send the location. So this is a little permission thing that lets her say, I don't want you to know where I am right now. So it'll say, Leo wants to know where you're right now, and you can decline it. But if you don't do anything in 5 minutes, like maybe you're lying in a ditch, then it will send it anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for emergency
so
reasons.
Why would she not want to tell you where she is?
Because she's buying me a birthday present.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So this is, and then you can also say, when Lisa sends a request, I should share it, or should I share it all the time? And actually, I'm going to turn it on so it's all the time. So that's the two ways you can do it. But this is great. So I am now sharing my location all the time. It's coming from the iPad, which is not going to be that useful because it doesn't have really good locations. But doing this on your phone makes a lot of sense, and you always have your phone with you. A reason I wanted my daughter to share, she's a college kid. I want to know, where she is, so that if she needs help or whatever. I think this is free, and it's a really nicely implemented, but it's kind of a little less fun. It's called Trusted Contacts, and I highly recommend it. What a shot!
I know.
So
it's
Life
hard to
360,
recommend things when we're looking like this.
Life 360 is more, it has other features, more family oriented, but it's not free. Absolutely free from Google. Trusted Contacts, Android and iOS.
That's great.
It's basically Find My Friends.
But I can't find my Android friends.
Exactly. And I think it has a little bit better trust features. Like you could say, well, don't share my location all the time, but if Lisa asks for my location, let me know and I can approve it or not. I think that's kind of how it should be.
Right.
So Trusted Contacts, I love it. I think it's really good. And now, we're traveling, Michael's in high school and he's now commuting on his own. He's taking mass transit, right? So we turn it on for him too because we want to know, did you make it to school?
Yeah.
That's one of the things Life 360 does that I really like. It has geofencing, so you can say, send me a text message when little Megan arrives at school or when Daddy arrives at work. That kind of thing was really useful too.
Yeah, because you don't have to. They don't have to say I'm here, and you don't have to look. You're just like, oh,
don't you send that text a lot? I do all the time. Tell me when you get home so I know you arrived okay. And I never get that message.
Yeah,
ever.
Well, it's good now. I mean, you probably get it. When people have arrived home because you have the Ring doorbell, or I have the smart lock that tells me when the door's been unlocked. So
same thing.
I know someone arrived.
I think
home.
we're really getting more and more like situationally aware, and I think that's generally a good thing, unless. I don't know. Maybe it's intrusive. I don't know.
I go back and forth, especially with the kids. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely stood on my soapbox. Don't track your kids. It'll teach them that tracking's okay, and then they'll feel more comfortable. They'll grow up thinking it's okay for everyone. But I do it.
Track them. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Especially as long as they know.
As long as they know.
As long as they know.
You want to get their permission.
One additional tip that I learned from Siri that I didn't know before. If you're using Find My Friends, you can use Siri to just tell you. So I have my husband as my husband in my contacts, and I just say, "Where is my husband?"
I don't see just name your contacts.
Oh,
Perhaps you met.
But I understand what you're saying.
Find my husband.
Checking the whereabouts of Marco Morrone.
You have to say it too in that plaintive kind of.
So there it is, and it shows exactly where he is, and you can show my screen if you want because he's at work and nobody cares. There it is. Yeah.
There you go.
There he
That's
is.
neat.
He is
But he has to
somewhere
be on Find My
in the
Friends.
United States.
He has to be on
is.
Find My Friends.
I don't know why it's so slow.
Boy, that is really a good. Well, at least he's in the country. He's in the country, sort of. He could be in Mexico or Canada. He's in North America. He's on the continent.
He's somewhere.
He's somewhere in the North American continent. I think that's good.
Maybe he turned it off. Maybe he doesn't want me to track him anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's the real problem with things like this. You might have a completely reasonable reason for not wanting to be tracked, but it seems suspicious if you say, don't track me, like you're up to no good.
Right. Well,
Maybe
the other
you're wearing a leak
that's
hat
true. That is the
and
problem with
going
privacy.
to visit an old age home or something like that.
The other issue is it's not always accurate. And so you can say, like, well, my phone said, it sometimes triangulates to the wrong place, and you start yelling at your kids, and they're like, it was the iPhone, Mom. And then you don't know if the dog ate the homework or not.
Right. So you know what? Maybe this is a terrible idea. I don't know. But that's the answer to the question. And I want to thank you